I don't know about you, but if you don't know who Harry Potter is, you've probably been living under a rock for the last decade. Now, I'm sure you know the stories, right? Harry Potter, Hogwarts, Dumbledore. These are all things that you're probably incredibly familiar with. But let me tell you a story about Harry Potter that you might not know. It's a story about a woman named Joanne. There was this woman, Joanne, and she goes through a challenge in her life. She leaves her husband. She's got a newborn daughter, and her favorite subject was always English. So she decided on a train one day that she wanted to write a book about a wizard, and a young wizard. And she's trying to write this book, but she's got challenges. She's living in a mice-infested home. She's on welfare. And she has to leave the house just to keep the baby warm in a coffee shop as she tries to write this book. Finally, after nursing one coffee each time she could do it, because that's all she could afford, and keeping her child asleep right there, finally she writes the book, right? And then the book is written, and she puts it out there. She puts that dream out there to publishers, and you know what? She just gets rejection after rejection after rejection. But finally, one publishing house goes for it, and they give her $14,000 for the story. Can you believe that one? $14,000, not that much for a major story. Now, that book went on to be one of the best-selling books of all time. And that Joanne, her name is J.K. Rowling, who is now went from welfare to a billionaire. And where she did that, that coffee house that she went to is right here. This is the Elephant House in Edinburgh, Scotland. Behind me, there's the Edinburgh Castle, which she looked upon as she was writing for this book for inspiration. Now today I'm here, I'm going to be writing my blog tonight, but it was just so inspiring for me to hear that story, and I want to tell you a couple lessons that I got from that. Number one, your past doesn't determine your future. Just because you're not where you want to be right now doesn't mean that you can't make the magic happen, right? So the magic is inside of you. It's just waiting to come out for you to cast your spell on the world of greatness. So your past doesn't determine your future. You can do anything if you put your mind to it. And J.K. Rowling shared that story for you as well. Now, I got one final challenge for you, and I'm going to get this done and get back, and that is, hey, you got a choice. You can be a wizard, and you can do amazing things, or you can be a muggle, right? You can be a muggle and just stay regular. But I'm promising you that magic is inside, and it's waiting for you to bring it out. So I hope that inspires you a little bit with that story, because it has inspired me, and now it's your turn to cast an incredible spell on the world that makes something great happen.